Hello everyone, back again with us. This video will summarize the 7 best 2022 PC action games for you. The action genre presents a tense game between fighting and war on both sides. Players will be tested for great adrenaline in playing action games. Usually, this type of game is preferred by male gamers. What makes you curious about what action PC 2022 games are without needing to linger? Let's watch this video until it's finished. Before going into the discussion, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss our latest videos. Metal Hellsinger. Metal Hellsinger is an FPS rhythm game full of demons with badass weapons and heavy metal music. In the game, players must be able to defeat hordes of monsters with a skull-clad knife or various other killing weapons. Each weapon has its ultimate ability, such as Murder of Crows or the Big Goodbye. In each level, the player must defeat all the demons in front of him with his weapons. Like the name Hellsinger, this game has a background like a hell and kills all the demons that exist. However, with a lively musical rhythm that makes the player's adrenaline more tested. Each devil has its own level of strength and special abilities for its leader. Judgment. This game brings a wilder adventure story for the main character in solving serial murder mysteries. Here players can observe locations manually or use drones to look for evidence and completing missions. The storyline in this game is also exciting to follow, making players more curious to find out what happens next. The Judgment also features a great fight where the main character has his fighting flow with his bare hands, so the battles in this game are more pronounced. This game also offers a variety of minigames so that players are not always focused on completing the story. So they can try to play this game in their spare time. Cyberpunk 2077. This game shows a futuristic city known as Night City. They were loading technological advances and becoming a nest for many giant corporations. Players will feel the beautiful town but slowly see the city's decay on every corner. Night City has familiar sights of crime, poverty, and super high levels of corruption. Players will take on the role of the main character named V. There are 3 original stories that players can choose to determine the fate of V along the way. Players can also take on main, side, and light missions scattered throughout the city. Each task is completed, and players will get attractive prizes apart from money. Isonzo. This game has gameplay set in Alpine warfare that will test players' tactical skills. The battle occurred between the hills, steep valleys, and cities in Italy. Players can also play as 2 parts involved in the war: the Kingdom of Italy and the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The map offered in this game is quite good, with a specifically made design. Players can also choose from 2 roles, attacker and defender, where the attacker is tasked with advancing to seize each enemy's sector while the defender is in charge of defending the industry. The variety of weapons available is also as diverse as the weapons that were often used in World War I in general. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. This game is based on the original Marvel Comics Spider-Man character. In the main story, superhuman crime lord Mr. Negative has orchestrated a plot to rule the criminal underworld in New York City. Mr. Negative also threatens to release a deadly virus, then Spider-Man comes to face him while protecting the city. But he has a personal problem with his civilian Peter Parker. This game shows the superhero Spider-Man with his action against big-time criminals. The mechanism presented is exciting and as close as possible to Spider-Man's fighting style. This game also has superior graphics, the characters feel alive. and there are Easter eggs that are interesting to know. Sifu. Sifu is a TPS-type playable action game. This game is inspired by Kung Fu Bakmei, which includes more than 150 special attacks. Basic attacks can be chained together, although some combos can give players additional tactical opportunities, such as knocking down enemies or stunning them. Game Sifu invites players to fight with their bare hands against several enemies while making the adrenaline of players more tested. In addition to providing attacks, players can also fend off enemy attacks or dodge in other directions to make the fight more varied. For example, Sifu tells the story of a Kung Fu master who wants to avenge 5 people who killed his father. On the way to complete the mission, the player must eliminate the enemies found with his abilities. Company of Heroes 3. In this game, players will take on the role of Allied forces during their invasion of Italian and Axis forces in the North African campaign. This game is considered the best RTS game in 2022. Players in this game have to conquer territories and engage in skirmishes. This game also presents excellent visuals. Even the given properties look alive, such as buildings and leaves that can be damaged in an explosion or waiting time. Most of the battles are in real time, and there are random battles with multiple objectives. Players also get unique missions, such as defeating certain enemies or hunting down enemy intel. Well, how? It's pretty interesting, and it's not about the recommendations for the 2022 PC action game that we provide. You can tell us in the comments column if you have an action game that hasn't been mentioned yet. If you like this video, you can share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the following video.